What is up, you guys? My name is Saul Ernesto Rodas, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's episode, we're going to go ahead and cover 1917, Sam Mendes' new, well-executed epic project that honestly, I am very passionate to say, please watch this movie in theaters, watch it in the biggest screen possible on IMAX, whatever you can. Do not wait until it's on digital release, even though it's a really beautiful gem to keep, but please, watch it in theaters. I feel like you will not be disappointed. This movie was meant to be seen in the biggest screen, and you will be involved. You're gonna feel like you're one of the privates trying to complete the mission of crossing from point A to point B, enemy line, to deliver an important message to prevent 1,600 British soldiers from stepping into a trap and dying. It is a simple story with a simple plot, with epic visuals by Mr. Roger Deakins, and a well-directed movie by Sam Mendes, not to mention the two amazing actors as our protagonists. Guys, please watch this movie. I strongly recommend it. From all the war movies that I've seen, I have never been on the edge of my seat as much as I was in this one. I felt like I was one of the privates, and I had to look out for them when they were turn their back. Thomas Newman adds a whole new element with his score. It allows you to be at the edge of your seat when specific scenarios happen and you just want to know what happens next. Guys, this movie was meant to be seen as a one shot, the entire 2-hour piece. A camera followed these characters throughout the whole story by just being one long shot. Now, there is a behind the scenes video on YouTube talking about this, and essentially you have Mr. Deakins and Mr. Mendez talking about how they each had to measure the length of the areas that our characters were going to walk through, and basically they had to measure the time as to the dialogue not being longer than the actual scene or the scene being longer than the dialogue. So they each had to complement each other. So there was specific execution, well-crafted sets, and overall cinematography that required broad daylight, I should say. From that all the way to flares that are just rising on the horizon, and then they just go from left to right, and they are the only source of light within that specific scene. Within that behind the scenes, we get to see Mr. Deakins talk about specific scenes that required shots being taken from gimbal to a crane to even specific cars that would drive holding onto the camera. There are two specific areas in the film where you could agree on and say that this is where they did a cut, because honestly they haven't said anything online, or I haven't read it myself, but I honestly don't think that the whole piece was shot one take entirely. But there's two particular scenes where it just turns black, and honestly that would have been, at least for me, would have been the easy opportunity for me to just cut right there and combine everything together. This is a perfect movie to end this decade, and honestly, this is not something that I say lightly. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Because honestly, it's really good crafted, guys. If you guys are not familiar, Sam Mendes actually did the opening sequence to Spectre. This is when James Bond is in Mexico, and the first, I want to say 10, 12 minutes of that specific sequence, you just follow Mr. James Bond throughout the whole city, into the hotel, into fighting sequences, and it's all taken into one shot. So I feel like that perhaps grew an inspiration for him to make this film into a one-take shot. I was lucky to be in the LA premiere of 1917. I got to see the cast. I got to see Mr. Deakins and Sam Mendes be there and open the movie for us. He gave a brilliant speech about how this movie it took a whole team to create, and you could see that the whole team, how they support each other just in that room. You felt the love, you felt the support, and honestly, I want to open it up to you guys and honestly tell me if you guys like this movie, if you guys are anticipating this movie. Please let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be making videos more frequently. Right now during the holidays, I'm a little bit limited into what I could do, but please guys, don't hesitate. Please subscribe, comment, like, and honestly guys, thank you guys so much for watching. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Please guys, check out this movie and subscribe to my channel. And follow my social medias at Rodas Studios and my personal one at Rodas Ernesto Studios, both on Twitter and on Instagram. And happy holidays, guys. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you soon. Before New Year's, I will post more videos. And again, guys, please stay tuned. In the following year, on 2020, I'll be having more videos, more reviews, and more giveaways for you guys. Again, thank you guys so much for sticking around. Have a nice night.